Do you ever find yourself waking up again and again at night, stumbling half asleep toward the bathroom, only to return to bed restless and exhausted? For millions of Americans over 60, this is more than just a small annoyance. It's a hidden warning sign. Each disrupted night steals away your energy, weakens your immune system, and quietly raises your risk for serious health problems like high blood pressure, heart disease, and even memory loss. What feels like a simple bathroom trip may actually be your body's way of crying out for help, and ignoring it could cost you far more than sleep. But here's the good news. I'm Dr. Johnny, and in this video, I'll guide you through 5 powerful vitamins and minerals that can calm your bladder, restore control, and finally give you the peaceful nights you deserve. These aren't exotic or expensive solutions. They're simple nutrients backed by science that target the very causes of nighttime bathroom trips. If you've tried everything from limiting water before bed to avoiding caffeine, yet still find yourself waking 3, 4, even 5 times a night, what I'm about to share could be the missing piece you've been searching for. And to make sure you never feel lost or alone on this journey, we've also prepared a free senior health app with easy trackers, guides, and daily tips designed just for people like you. You'll find the link in the description and pinned comment. But before you check it out, let's dive into the first vitamin on our list, one that protects your bladder in ways most people completely overlook. Vitamin C is often praised for protecting the immune system, but few people realize how deeply it influences bladder health. Imagine Margaret, a 67-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. For years, she dreaded bedtime, knowing she would wake up 4 or 5 times to use the bathroom. She tried cutting back on water, skipping tea, even avoiding her favorite fruits, but nothing worked. It wasn't until her doctor suggested she increase her vitamin C intake through fresh strawberries and a gentle supplement that she noticed a dramatic change. Within weeks, she was sleeping through the night, her energy levels brighter than they'd been in years. The science behind her transformation is simple but powerful. Vitamin C acts like a shield, reducing the risk of urinary tract infections, which are one of the leading hidden causes of nighttime urination in seniors. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Urology found that older adults who consumed enough vitamin C had significantly fewer urinary irritations compared to those who were deficient. That's because vitamin C doesn't just fight off harmful bacteria, it also protects the delicate lining of the bladder from irritation. Less irritation means fewer false signals sent to your brain in the middle of the night, letting you stay asleep. Another overlooked benefit is collagen production. Vitamin C helps your body strengthen tissues, including those around the bladder and urethra. As we age, these tissues weaken, making the bladder more sensitive and overactive. But when collagen levels are supported, the bladder regains strength, becoming less jumpy and less likely to send you rushing to the bathroom at 2 a.m. Think of it as reinforcing the walls of a house. Once sturdy, the structure doesn't collapse under small pressures. So if you're over 60, getting enough vitamin C, whether through oranges, bell peppers, or mild supplements, creates a natural barrier against infections and tissue weakness, helping you cut down those nighttime bathroom visits. But here's where I want to pause and ask you, have you ever tracked how many times you wake up to pee at night? Drop your number in the comments, because I read every single one, and you might be surprised how many others are struggling with the same thing. Vitamin C is a crucial first step, giving your bladder the protection and strength it needs. But just knowing this isn't enough, because there's another factor even more dangerous that hides in your diet and silently keeps your bladder on edge. And that's where the real surprise begins. If vitamin C builds a shield for your bladder, then magnesium is the calming force that keeps it from firing off alarms all night long. Doctors often call it the relaxation mineral, and for good reason. It soothes nerves, loosens tense muscles, and brings balance back to the body. Now think about your bladder. It's actually a muscle. When it becomes overactive, it contracts again and again, sending urgent signals to your brain even when it's nowhere near full. That's why so many seniors wake up with the sudden, almost panicked need to use the bathroom. Take Robert, a 72-year-old retired carpenter. He used to wake up 6 times every night. Nothing seemed to work until his granddaughter suggested he try adding magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds and spinach into his daily meals. Within weeks, the difference was undeniable. Not only were his nighttime bathroom trips cut in half, but his leg cramps and restless sleep also began to fade. He described it as finally being able to switch off his body at night instead of fighting it. The science backs him up. Research in Magnesium Research Journal has shown that deficiency in magnesium is linked to muscle spasms, including those in the bladder. When magnesium levels are restored, bladder contractions calm down nerve communication, stabilizes, and the brain stops receiving those false urgent messages at midnight. It's no wonder many seniors report not just fewer trips to the bathroom, but also deeper, more refreshing sleep. You don't need complicated routines to benefit. Foods like almonds, cashews, spinach, and even mineral water rich in magnesium are easy places to start. For those who need more support, supplements like magnesium citrate or glycinate are gentle options that are easier on the stomach. Imagine this as giving your bladder a natural off switch, helping it rest while you do. And let me ask you, have you ever noticed how your body feels on nights when you're especially tense? More bathroom trips, more tossing and turning. That's your bladder mirroring the stress of your body. Magnesium helps break that cycle, relaxing both mind and muscle. But magnesium, as powerful as it is, isn't the only mineral quietly shaping your nights. Because just ahead is a nutrient that doesn't just calm your body, it directly tackles inflammation and hormonal imbalances, two of the biggest hidden triggers of nighttime urination. And this is where things get even more surprising. If magnesium relaxes the bladder muscles, zinc steps in as the quiet protector, especially after 60. This mineral might not get as much attention as vitamin C or magnesium, but its role is critical. Frequent nighttime urination often ties back to two issues: inflammation in the urinary tract, and for men, an enlarged prostate. And zinc is one of the few nutrients that can address both at the same time. Let me tell you about James, a 69-year-old former mail carrier. For years, he chalked up his nightly bathroom trips to just getting older. But when his doctor tested his zinc levels, the results were shockingly low. With a simple change, adding a small handful of pumpkin seeds and the occasional zinc supplement, James noticed not only fewer bathroom trips, but also better wound healing and a newfound sense of energy during the day. He said it felt like his whole body was working with him instead of against him. Science explains why. Zinc reduces inflammation in the prostate and urinary tract, soothing the tissues that often become irritated with age. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors with adequate zinc levels were far less likely to suffer recurrent urinary infections compared to those who were deficient. On top of that, zinc supports hormone balance, including testosterone in men and estrogen in women, both of which influence how the bladder and kidneys function. Without enough zinc, these delicate systems falter, leading to more false alarms at night. The good news is that zinc doesn't require massive doses to be effective. Everyday foods like chickpeas, lentils, seafood such as salmon, and yes, those crunchy pumpkin seeds can give your body the boost it needs. Even small, consistent amounts can make the difference between 3 bathroom trips a night and just 1 or none at all. So here's a question for you. Have you ever noticed that your energy levels dip or that cuts and scrapes take longer to heal as you've gotten older? That could be your body hinting at low zinc, and addressing it may bring relief, not just for your bladder, but for your entire system. But even with zinc on your side, the journey isn't finished, because there's another vitamin one you know well by name that goes far beyond bone health. In fact, researchers have uncovered its surprising connection to bladder control, and the results might change the way you see your nightly routine forever. Most people think of vitamin D as the sunshine vitamin for strong bones. But what they don't realize is how much it influences bladder control. In fact, low vitamin D levels are quietly linked to overactive bladder and nighttime urination, yet so many seniors are deficient without even knowing it. Take Linda, a 74-year-old grandmother from Florida. She loved reading late into the night, but her sleep was constantly shattered by the urge to use the bathroom. Her doctor discovered she was severely low in vitamin D, even though she lived in the sunshine state. After a few months of daily morning walks and a supplement, her doctor recommended Linda said it was like night and day. She was finally able to sleep 5 or 6 hours straight without interruption, and she felt calmer and more balanced in every way. The science here is compelling. Vitamin D strengthens the muscles and nerves around the bladder, helping them function smoothly instead of sending constant false alarms. Research published in the International Urogynecology Journal revealed that seniors with healthy vitamin D levels had far fewer episodes of nocturia compared to those deficient. And it doesn't stop there. Vitamin D reduces inflammation in the urinary tract, Another hidden trigger for nighttime urgency. With less inflammation, the bladder isn't as irritable, so you can stay asleep instead of running back and forth to the bathroom. But there's another layer most people forget. Vitamin D boosts calcium absorption, keeping your bones and pelvic area strong. A stable, supportive pelvic floor means less pressure on the bladder, and less pressure means fewer midnight wake-ups. That's why vitamin D plays such a powerful double role supporting both structure and function. Now, I want to ask you, how much time do you actually spend in the sun each day? Be honest. For many seniors, it's less than 15 minutes, and that's simply not enough. Add in foods like fatty fish or fortified milk or eggs, and consider a supplement if your doctor agrees, because chances are you're not getting what you need through diet alone. Vitamin D brings balance, strength, and calm, helping you reclaim peaceful nights. But as important as it is, the final vitamin on our list goes even deeper. It's the master key to the nervous system, and without it, your bladder may be sending the wrong signals all night long. The truth is, this last nutrient can create almost instant change, and for many seniors, it's the difference between restless nights and waking up refreshed. If vitamin D strengthens your bladder's foundation, then vitamin B12 is the control switch that keeps your entire system working in harmony. This vitamin is absolutely essential for the nervous system, and since your bladder depends on nerves to know when it's truly full, a deficiency in B12 can cause chaos. Instead of accurate signals, the nerves misfire, sending false alarms to your brain in the middle of the night. The result: restless evenings, endless trips to the bathroom, and mornings that feel like you never slept at all. Consider Evelyn, a 76-year-old from Michigan. She thought her constant nighttime urination was simply part of aging. But after weeks of fatigue and even tingling in her hands and feet, her doctor ran blood work and found her vitamin B12 levels were dangerously low. With simple injections and B12-rich foods like eggs and fish, Evelyn noticed a transformation in just weeks. The bathroom trips at night dropped sharply, her energy returned, and the brain fog she carried for years began to clear. She said, "I finally feel like myself again." Science agrees. Studies published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society confirm that older adults with B12 deficiency often experience nerve dysfunction, leading to bladder control problems. Because absorption of this vitamin naturally declines with age, especially if you take medications for diabetes or stomach issues, deficiency becomes increasingly common after 60. The good news: restoring B12 levels can bring relief quickly, because once nerves receive proper support, the bladder calms and those false signals vanish. What makes B12 so remarkable is that the benefits go far beyond the bladder. Seniors who correct a deficiency often notice stronger memory, better mood, and a surge of energy they thought was gone forever. It's as if the body reboots, and the difference can be felt not in months or years, but in days. That's why many doctors, including myself, view vitamin B12 as the single most important nutrient for peaceful sleep and overall vitality. Let me ask you, have you ever experienced that tingling in your hands or unexplained fatigue during the day? If so, it may not just be getting older. It could be your body signaling a deeper deficiency that's sabotaging your nights as well as your days. And if you address it, the results may surprise you. Vitamin B12 is the missing link, the one that can instantly turn sleepless nights into mornings filled with energy. But just knowing which vitamins matter is only half the story. Because what truly changes lives is how you put this knowledge into daily practice safely and consistently, guided by the right habits and support. And that's exactly what we'll bring together as we close this video. So as we've discovered today, 5 vitamins and minerals: vitamin C, magnesium, zinc, vitamin D, and most importantly, vitamin B12, each play a powerful role in calming your bladder and giving you the peaceful sleep you've been missing. But let me remind you of something important: you don't need to change everything overnight. Small, steady steps are often the ones that make the biggest difference. Even adding one of these nutrients into your routine consistently and safely can help your body reset and bring you relief. I know many of you watching may feel tired, maybe even defeated after countless nights of waking up to use the bathroom. You are not alone. Thousands of seniors face the same frustration, and I want you to hear me clearly. You are not broken, and this problem is not hopeless. Your body still has an incredible ability to heal and strengthen itself when given the right support. That's why starting today, even the smallest decision, choosing a handful of berries, stepping outside for a little sunlight, or talking with your doctor about supplements can set you on a better path. And because it's easy to forget the details once the video ends, I encourage you to save this video right now so you can come back to it whenever you need a reminder or some guidance. These are tools for life, and keeping them at your fingertips means you'll always have a way forward. I also invite you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Every week, we share the latest science-backed insights on kidney health, bladder control, and senior wellness practical tips you can use immediately to protect your body and regain confidence. By subscribing, you'll never miss out on information that could help you or someone you love avoid dialysis, prevent painful complications, and enjoy a stronger, healthier life. Remember, your health journey is not about perfection, it's about progress. Some nights will be easier than others, and some days you may still feel frustrated. But every positive step you take builds a foundation for the next one, and over time, those steps add up to transformation. So hold on to hope. Your nights can become peaceful again. Your mornings can feel lighter, brighter, and filled with more energy than you thought possible. And with the right care, gentle daily habits, and a supportive community like this one, you'll never have to walk this path alone. Save this video, subscribe for more, and let's keep building healthier, stronger days together.